Hey, um, interesting. Hello. I want to do this video talking about the German Bible I got in today from 1894, and as you can pretty well imagine, I'm having problems trying to mentally translate it because I don't know a whole lot of German. I know a very less than 1%, and so anyway, I wanted to share whatever my battle. That's all I know. Anyway, just to give you a short overview, these people here on behind me are some. It's like a monumental brass picture that I kind of elected for them to be my ancestors, and they're really not. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But it's from England, and I have a plaque on there that says Thomas Holiday, Overseer for the Poor. Now, the name Thomas was very synonymous in England back in the early 1700s, before 1700s, 16, whatever, a couple hundred, like almost 100 years after the King James Bible was being printed. But anyway, they're not actually my ancestors, as far as I just elected them to be so. And I studied up on a ancestor of mine, and I had a brass made sticky thing, whatever that is, right there, that brass thing, and it has Thomas Holiday, Overseer for the Poor, which is what he was. And over here, this is my great grandfather, Andrew Mitchell Holiday, and everything. And there's above that is my son's cuckoo belt rank, first yellow belt. It says KUY, KUY, which is cuckoo, and he's a little cuckoo too. Yeah. Anyway, this is my true ancestors. It's a monumental brass taken out of England. I'm going to take a picture taken out of it. It was a negative, and I kind of inverted it and made it a positive. And so it's a monumental brass right there, and it tells of them, Marjorie and Edward Holiday. And the cool thing about it is their name is spelled Haleyday. And the Angles, that's pretty much an early type of Old English Anglo-Saxon form of the name, because it was like the 1400s, early 1500s, whenever they passed away. And so anyway, I just thought I'd share that, because it's in Minchinhampton, Rodborough, England. And so Seth says that guy looks a lot like me, or I look like a lot like him, but he has more hair than I do. Even then he did. He died in his early 50s, I think, or late 40s, early 50s. And that would be his wife, Marjorie, with the praying hands. I believe at the time it was of the Church of England. They were very popish still yet. I'm not quite sure. But of course, King James, he kind of said, like, we're not going to give any allegiance to the Pope. But anyway, underneath that it's a maker's mark, merchant mark, rather. And on it has the E and the H, and there's a globe, which I guess it represents the cross on top, representing Europe, Asia, and Africa. So it's an orb actually. And I believe there were Angelicans. It's St. Otterley's Chapel in Minchinhampton. But anyway, I want to show you the what I got today, and that's the Holy Bible, the Holy Scriptures in German. It says Die Heilige Srhrift. Heilig is part of the ancient form spelling of my family's last name was Heiligday. That's the way it looked, and this looks a lot like that, except it says Heilig with an E and an I. But what it means is holy. And Schrift means script, the Holy Script. They didn't pronounce the P in it, or so much. Die or D, whatever you mean, of course means the. And I was looking through it earlier whenever I was trying to do my first video, and I've seen some things in here. Nehemiah is pretty much. This also has the not the prophet code, but the middle part. I guess it's the prophet. I'm trying to talk, son. The Apocrypha. and all that other stuff. And it talks about it being a book, and it doesn't say BOOK, it says BUCH, like my name, but with a T taken out. Butch. So anyway, it's like in here Deuteronomium, Judicum, Numeri, things in here that you can tell that look very old type of Gothic. Still got the Goth look in it, even from the 1894. With the fancy J's and fancy S's and F's. And like for a chapter, it has capital, Kapitel means chapter. So anyway, it's pretty cool looking into it. And anyway, it has here signed by somebody from 1826. So it's old. Wait, I'm sorry, 1896.
And now it's ours.
1896. Timmerman.
We got another one.
William H. Timmerman. And it's got somebody's name in here from 1896, December. Wow, it's really old. Very old. And like the German names for John is Johannes, Paul, Polly, and Hebrews would be Hebraer, James would be Jacobi, Jude would be Judah, and things like that. Psalm was Salmo.
Interesting.
And Chronicles would be Chronica. And then it's got Samuel or Samulus. And I said Jude is Judicum. Luca for Luke. Matthi for Mark. Matthi for Matthew. Marky for Mark. Luca for Luke. Johannes for John, of course. Romer for Romans. Corinther for Corinthians. Galater for Galatians. Who's got the Galatians? Anyway. Philipper for Philippi. Colosser for Colossians. And Thessaloniker for Thessalonians. And as I said, Timotheum for Timothy, Titum for Titus, Philemon is still the same. And it's also, as I said, it has the Apocrypha, anyway, like Maccabees, things like that. Tobias, all kind of stuff like that. Jonah's the same. Joshua is the same but without an H. But anyway, that's the way it looks. The turpentine dye there.
What is turpentine?
It's a thing, of chemical that how they used to stay in books. Turpentine dye, what do you call it? They dip it in, they put in this little thing, they dip the book in it like that.
Sunburn.
Yeah. How to do that. Anyway, I just thought you might be interested in seeing that and showing it to you. Pretty thick, 2-inch book. How about let me talk? Got a embossment of a grail on there, cup rather, and then the cross. There you go. Pretty neat. The other one I'm getting is from, of course, from 1822. It's going to be just as thicker. And I'm going to try my best to enjoy how to interpret some of this and compare it to the Bible and see what word means what. And so it's just another way of learning German.
Yeah.
Using the Bible and corresponding the words from the Bible with the German Bible of Martin Luther, which was, I want to also say that Erasmus was one of his guys that he stopped. Erasmus, Desiderius Erasmus, was the one he got most of his works from. He transferred the old Latin into Greek, and so and I don't think Martin Luther and Erasmus were on the very best of friendships. After a while there, they didn't really like each other too much. But Wycliffe got most of his stuff from Jerome, which was, there are a lot of mistakes in the Latin Vulgate, and because Jerome was pretty much pushed into doing it by Pope Damascus, and Martin Luther and Wycliffe, not Wycliffe, but Tyndale pretty much got their works from Erasmus. Erasmus was an acquaintance of Tyndale. He knew he was a professor, so he got a lot of his information and stuff. And Tyndale, he was like me in the candy shop. And he was a boy in the candy shop, like him in the toy store. He just can't get enough of it. That's
candy
a toy shop. That's you.
like
Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for today. And
I like candy.
got any questions about it, please ask. It's about the German Bible from 1894. Goodbye, sir.
Bye.